Oh, we sure. Hey, everybody, welcome to the BIPOC Happy Hour. It's another week that we are blessed to be alive, and today is Monday, the 16th of November. We are a week away from Thanksgiving. Can you actually believe it? Thanksgiving is next week, so I hope everybody's got dinner ready for uh, people to stop by with their mask on. So, with that being said, BIPOC Happy Hour is the Black Indigenous People of Color Happy Hour, and I want to welcome all my rest of my pride here. How y'all doing today?
All
What
right.
is what is Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is Thursday of next week.
And
Can we
did you
count on you to be cooking?
are we we have to quarantine and all that kind of stuff? So how does that work?
We got to eat the place on the front porch.
But do you come by and get like a take a bowl with you and leave, or do we socialize?
You got
You
your
don't
mask
come at
on?
all.
Oh.
You don't come at all. You stay your tail at home and cook your own food.
Well, can you leave me a plate on your porch and I just pick it up?
I mean, it's possible as long as it's social distance, but they advise you to stay in your own bubble.
Can I
I
talk to
don't
you
know.
from my? Can we talk to each? We can talk to each other from the car. You can stay in your car, and I can talk to you from the front door.
I don't know how to cook.
You have Popeyes that does awesome with their fried turkeys. Then you have they got some good mashed potatoes too. Then you have Bobby Leroy's kitchen that does awesome desserts. And then you can go somewhere else and get your other fixings.
Mm-hmm. Now,
I don't
y'all,
know.
I got a question I want to ask. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I was with some friends of mine over the weekend, and my friend told me that all his the stuff that he gets off of Twitter and online and in conversation is always true, and that's how he finds his information. How he finds his information. I just had another friend do the conversation a moment ago say he gets his information from social media posts and all that kind of stuff. Is that factual information?
It can be because you got some people like you or me that may actually know things that's factual. Like for instance, that's a part of us telling other people information. So if I know something I want to tell you, I will put it on social media. So I'm not only reaching you, I'm reaching everyone that's on my page. You know what I'm saying? It may not always be true, but who's not smart enough to go research it for themselves?
A
You see
lot
what
of
I'm
people,
saying?
we had 72 million people to vote for Donald Trump again. So we
What's
know
the
there's a
truth?
lot
Yeah,
of people
Donald
that
Trump.
won't go out and research stuff for themselves.
What
So
is the
they
truth?
rely on other people to say it. Depends on what it is,
What is the truth?
of what subject.
I'm asking you. You said that your friends looked on the internet and
of
they
that
found the
outfit
truth.
of that outfit
Yeah,
behind your
because they
head.
were because they were having the. I apologize, Bobby. They were having the conversation that everything they learned from the people that signed the affidavit for Donald Trump, those were factual people, and that's why they were going to get Donald Trump, which that case got thrown out in 5 seconds, and all stuff like that because they have talked to the people on on Twitter, and that's what the people were saying that these are actual people that are involved in the stuff, and I'm like, well, that's supposed to be the truth, but Donald Trump ain't won a case, and some other the other stuff, you know how to build a bomb, whether I know how to do it and you start reading up on it and be all fucked up and you blow yourself up. I'm just wondering is how does that work with this new way of social media?
Is that your
Because
scenario
it's
that
not
you
a
make it?
scenario I'm asking.
No, no, no. You're making up something because this has nothing to do with a bomb. It's a specific question
Uh,
about people commenting on the fact that they seen some irregularities in the election. Am I correct?
they no, they were commenting that people had signed an affidavit and said that all those names were real people on that affidavit, and they had heard other people on the Twitter accounts back them up to say that that was all legit.
So
So they believed it.
you have any facts that is not legit?
Yes, because it got thrown out of court.
But I'm saying there is a 1% margin on all those things that it could be true.
But that's
It got thrown. It got
that's
thrown
just
out of court. The judge said there was
okay,
nothing
it
to
got
back
thrown
it
out of court.
up.
That don't mean everything that comes off of social media is false because of that one situation.
Right.
All right.
Well, I
Because
mean, there's been more than
I'm
just that one. That one just happened to
I'm
call
just
me at
saying
that
in
time.
general,
Mm.
anything, I mean, you coming to us with something about Trump. So you can't even put him in the mix because anything that he does or says or put into court, it's only on one agenda. So that's not even a good example. We already know it's going to be false. We always know it's not true. This whole 4 years wasn't false, wasn't real. So
But
we
I
gotta
don't think we
know-
got to go that far to Donald Trump. I think the scenario you're trying to paint is a doomsday because you make
Why
it
is
out to be Trump.
everything a doomsday? I'm just
Why is
asking
everything all of a
questions.
sudden they're trying to make a bomb because it's Donald Trump
I
involved?
just use bomb as a hypothetical, just to
How?
prove my point. Because if you tell me you
because
know
you
how to do it
inciting
and put it on
riots.
Facebook, if you put
You're
it on
trying to incite
Facebook,
riots.
that's not inciting, right? If you put on
Oh, you guys
Facebook,
are-
you know how to
they
do
don't know
it,
how to make a
and I
bomb. They're gonna
follow
blow
you,
themselves
and it
up.
turns out to be a dud, I'm gonna hold you responsible.
But that's not rocket science or somebody saying that somebody's signing
If I'm not
affidavits.
researching it, your information is rocket science. If I'm not researching anything,
That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make it rocket science because you don't research.
oh, that goes along with everybody else. A lot of people don't research and they take the advice of somebody that's on social media, and that's the truth.
But half you
Because
that read
they
the
said
listen,
they've done something.
half you that read the Bible do that, and
Okay. That was my question.
Bruh,
Anybody else
you
have
just
any?
lit the candle. You don't put icing on this cake. You lit the candle and everything because that is a perfect example. Everybody says something different with the Bible. That's why you got 12 million different.
I'm not even going to touch the Bible thing.
I'm just
That's
saying in
something.
general, everybody perceives.
I'm not trying to touch the Bible either. I'm just
in
saying
different
half you people do not read that damn book. You're only going to what some preacher told you.
Correct.
Again, without researching
But
anything,
that's in life
just like
in
social
general.
media.
That's in life in general. A lot of folks go on what their ancestors tell them. Like,
Well, we
you
still
step in
read
a crack,
2,000-year-old.
You step in a crack, you're gonna break your mama's back. Or you sit on the broom if you sweep someone's feet. Or don't put your purse on that floor. Or take your head off before you walk into what you call in this house.
So
Different
we
things,
still
that
read
That's them, what is
2,000.
them superstitions?
Eat black eyed peas in the beginning of the year.
You're
You get
supposed
the
to. Are you
first
cooking
walk through the
some? I
door.
need some for this year. And you're supposed to put a little bit in your wallet so you never be broke. You just put like 1 or 2 peas in your wallet so you never be broke.
See, that's just something new I heard. You know what I'm saying? I just heard that you had to eat them. I heard you had to eat greens. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, greens ain't giving you no money. Only black eyed peas is the first
So
thing
can I
you
ask
bring you
can I
money.
ask a question?
And good luck.
Do we have
And then a man's supposed to
2,000-year-old?
walk in.
Is that 2,000-year-old social media when we read the Bible?
Say it again.
Is reading the
2,000
Bible
social
2,000-year-old social media?
It's the Bible.
It's word of
2000.
mouth. So I guess that would be social media if you go with word of mouth.
So 2,000. I mean,
Because
the
you know,
Bible
your
has-
grandmother told you the story what her grandmother and her great grandmother and grandfather told her before, and all of that. You know, all the way back, you've got secondhand information all the way around.
So my sentiments exactly. I'm trying to wonder who has the truth according to you, Rick.
I don't know because I'm not the judge, so I can't tell you that's the truth and that's the truth.
So is it,
That's above my pay grade.
is it those bomb making people you suggested that didn't know how to bomb and they blow themselves up?
Jesus.
Yeah, because
we
they
stop
knew what
talking
to
about
do, and
explosives.
somebody tried to recreate that plan, and it didn't work.
Right.
I don't like false info. I don't misinformation stuff.
Understood.
Now, can I ask one more question that I was confronted with this week? Since this is a Monday, and I see everybody's got questions. Now, my friend went to a church this weekend. He had never gone to a Baptist church. I socialized with a many different people. Okay, never gone to a Baptist church. Well, at this church, some of the people caught the spirit. Y'all know what I mean by the spirit. how would my friend know what that is and has never seen the spirit before? How would that work?
Who did your friend go to church with?
I took my friend to church with me. We went to a church and they got the
So you
spirit.
said, "Oh,
and
this is
he
what's
didn't know
going
what that
on."
was. Say that again.
Yeah, you just tell them this is what's going on. They don't do that in the white churches.
Oh, he got the spirit. He caught the spirit.
No, my
No.
friend didn't get the spirit. Other people in the
No.
church got the spirit, and
He
he was
didn't know what
wondering
was
what they
happening.
he was wondering what all that was.
Yeah, you gotta explain it to them.
That's the spirit, so they'll know it the next time.
You just say.
Can I ask a deeper question then?
They just say they just possess. They just possess.
They possessed. See, I didn't want to tell us that they was, they get to swinging and doing all that and falling down on the ground and stuff. It kind of scared.
Can I ask a different question?
Yes, dear.
Okay, when they do that, because I'm aware of people getting spirit. I've been to churches before. Is that stuff? How do I put it? Okay.
What'd you say, Bobby?
Real.
Okay,
I don't want to say. Listen, I don't want to say if it's real or not real. I want to know if it's planned.
Choreographed.
Hold on. Let me give you my experience. I was raised totally different. I was raised to be a Baptist because all grandmas, I think they were Baptists. But I was raised to be a Baptist, but my mother had found something else. We was raised to be Jehovah's Witness. I wasn't baptized or anything like that, but I was raised to be one. But when I did go to church as an older individual and seeing it for myself, how every time they do, the people in this particular church, at this certain time, they jump up and they do their thing. So me personally, I think it'd be fake, me personally. I can sit there at this particular church and tell you when this person is she about to start crying, or he's about to run. You feel what I'm saying? She about to jump up. You feel what I'm saying? So I can literally time you and tell you when these folks about to do these things. So me personally, I think it'd be planned. I don't know, but if I can time you when she hit this high note, you hit, I already know. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But that's just my point of view. And it's also goes in my beliefs. You feel me? So I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, but
Son, how you feel about it? You've been to black churches and you've seen how that goes.
Yeah, I moved it from Mississippi, so yeah. I'm not one to say that the spirit ain't touching these people when they are
flailing around,
dancing and talking in tongues, because I don't know. My experience was I was at a church and I was sitting up there and the man was hitting everybody. He was in the lineup. I don't know if this was testifying or something, but they was coming around touching us on the head, and everybody touched on the head was falling back. But not me. I didn't fall back. And he kept hitting me in the head, y'all. Like,
what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They might have touched them that day. I was young. I was a teenager. So, maybe it just wasn't my time.
Right.
That was my experience.
The question is it a call and response sort of situation? Because I know at some point, maybe the song, maybe the choir, maybe in the past to get to a point where people feeling certain things, they get that. But I'm saying certain people make it seem that that's not real. I'm not saying what he's putting out there.
It can be real because songs in general can touch you in different ways, whether it's church songs or it could be regular songs. Because for me, I hear different songs. I lost both of my parents. I have my dad is gone and my father. So certain songs remind me of them. My best friend is gone. So a lot of songs remind me of them. So it gets you in a certain place. So I can't say that whatever they heard or said or sing didn't get to them. It's just that does it get to them at the same time?
that the whole church get the whole same thing at one time. I'm not doubting anything, but I hadn't
experienced that one. See, if I ever experienced the whole church catch that, I'm
certain
sorry,
people
I would
get
actually leave. Because to me, in my belief, they all possess. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not messing around. You feel me? Because you know that's just me. You feel me? I don't play with that spirit stuff. I really don't.
But I have been in church where I've heard a sermon where I've been crying because you feel like sometimes it's talking directly
to you,
in your life, and so I don't know, like that's some kind of connection, you know.
Yeah, but you're not flailing around and speaking in tongues and doing a dash around the church 3 or 4 times.
But you know they
create all of that.
But you know, them preachers be talking to me like, yeah. Now we go in the back and we drink this wine and we all sit here because you know we just gonna give it all up to him. You feel what I'm saying? All our worldly possessions, we just gonna give it on up. We're gonna go in the back and just give our souls to our Lord. You feel what I'm saying? No, you got something like that. There was a mass murderer. There's some real shit that was going on in the United States, and he was white. He took, you know, there's a lot of courts out here that does that. But that's all on religion because of what they believe in. So that's what I'm saying. You can't believe everything because it goes wild. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But it's sad that you can't, when it comes to the God and different things like that, you don't know who's telling the truth. You feel what I'm saying? Without you doing your own research yourself.
So you don't believe none of it?
To me?
I mean, just saying in general.
My research.
Huh?
I done my research. I'm just in my feelings that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I done my research.
What do you mean your research?
I done my research of what I believe in, and the blessing is to what the religion that I believe that is true, even though I'm not practicing full force, is it helps you research it for yourself too.
Because you want to know more information about it. You always want to know more information about something.
Right. It helps you. It also teaches you about their religion, but it also lets you do research about other people's religion and what they believe in, like Muslims. Like people think it's just one God that people believe in. People actually worship grass and toads and different things like that. God is, it goes in many forms. That's why no one should be wearing idols. That's just in my belief. Because you worship.
Well, what's the difference if you worshiping grass and a frog? Why couldn't you worship an idol?
I'm just saying that's why I believe an idol is an idol. If the grass and the frog is an idol too, you worship it. Didn't he get in trouble? There was a story of Moses when he was up in the temple, up there in the mountains doing.
When he came down and they was dancing around the golden calf.
Yeah, and they was in trouble because they was worshiping idols. And what do every church have in their church home? Or on their building, a cross, which is an idol. What do they also have? A picture of who?
White
Jesus, which is
don't talk about that white Jesus behind the couch, Kevin. Don't do that.
Or on the window. Or on the window. Because you know they be having it in the windows too.
Yep.
And praying like this.
Right. Everybody know that. What is it? With the well, that's it. There it is. Everybody know that.
Strike a pose.
Strike a pose.
Is that blasphemy, Bobby, that you're making reference to?
What does that word mean?
Blasphemy is when you take like the word and you kind of bastardize it or you go against it.
What word?
You talk against it.
The word
of, and I put this in quotes, God.
What word?
He came down and spoke.
What words?
He came down and spoke. I'm sorry, Bobby.
What words am I against that I said about idolism? The Bible said it off the break. The Bible says.
Hold on, who said? No. Anyways, I didn't say you was.
No. Dennis asked me that. You know, I be being blasted. I'm not being wrong. I'm not saying nothing wrong that the Bible does not say.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because when, like I just gave you a perfect illustration, when Moses was up in the mountains, and they came down, they was worship that golden calf.
The golden calf.
Dancing around and everything. They got in trouble for that because you ain't supposed to worship no idols. And
but what's considered an idol? I mean, a neck chain.
An idol is something that you got more faith and more energy, you put more love into than God. That's
that you
you know what I'm saying.
worship,
That you
kneel
worship,
upon.
right? So for some people, money is their idol. Some people is jewelry. Some people is drugs.
It's
Some
the
people,
cross.
you know, the cross. Some, you know what I mean. It's so many different things.
Yes, because the cross is an idol.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be a white Jesus?
Cross. It's not God. You know what I mean?
What do you mean a white Jesus?
I mean, if we're talking about false prophets and idols, we all know that Jesus
White.
could not have been white. So
Right.
You talking about that one behind the couch?
I'm
he had,
saying, is that a falsehood? Is that blasphemous in and of itself? And is that false? Are we worshiping a false prophet if we're worshiping, you know,
White
quote
Jesus.
unquote white Jesus? That's
Mm.
my
Right, because
That's a good question.
no one actually knows how this individual looks.
Yes, they
Or
do,
how
because
they
it's wrote
look.
in the Bible how he looks.
Right in the Bible, yeah, how he looked.
They
It
always
is
Yeah,
one
wrote in the
how he
Bible.
looks.
But man has
And-
altered that word. Man has altered that word for the last 400, 500 years at least. So,
It's true.
well, no, actually the last 2,000 years. You know what I mean? They've
But
altered
one
that
scripture has always been the same, and that's Psalms 83:18, where
Oh,
he
there
said
we go.
that everyone know that my name is Jehovah. It says that in every Bible, King James Version, and also the New World Translation. It's been that way for years. So, you know, it's something they didn't alter it. They have, because we don't speak they, thou, the, you know what I mean? We don't open thou door.
Oh no, I know.
You
I'm
know
just
what
saying. I'm saying
So,
altered more so like totally made stuff up. Altered, not just the use of certain words as you know we know it in English or whatever. But no, just they've totally altered shit. If you don't know who actually wrote the document that you're reading, then you really don't know what you're reading. You understand what I'm saying? That's been my understanding of
So what
you know,
edition are you talking about of these Bibles that you're making reference to that we're,
Not
you know,
like an edition of Bibles, it's an edition of books that were found and intentionally left out of the current version of the Bible.
mhm.
There's a lot of them that were left out.
Yeah, there are other testimonies, Thomas, like Mary Magdalene. I mean, like there are
Yep.
others that they've
Yep.
discovered.
wasn't she a woman?
like
Yeah.
all the women.
Yes,
Mary
she was.
Magdalene was
But
a friend of Jesus,
She was Jesus'
she
allegedly.
washed
girlfriend.
his feet.
You know what I'm saying?
Some say he married her.
Right. A whore. You know what I mean?
No, he didn't
But
marry her.
but like
Depends on who you listening to.
our Western Judeo North American understanding and whitewashing of religion totally takes Mary Magdalene's story and just makes it this one-dimensional thing, like, oh, she was just this whore and Jesus had mercy on her and blah 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 blah. But still, she was a whore. She couldn't have been his wife. You know what I mean? But
He could have married her. She should have did it.
but that's still another example of like the white man or whoever is the one in charge teaching or ministering or missioning the religion across the world. It's what they want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Puritan fucking pilgrims came. Yeah, they were all Puritans and shit, but at the same time, they were simple as fuck. But they made, certain things cater to their behavior. White men have been making things cater, you know what I'm saying? They've been catering things to their behaviors and their beliefs for years. And this is no different.
So what do you say to that, Brother Dennis?
Well, I don't understand it when you say that that's religion. I thought that was politics.
But they're not one and the same though, are they?
I
It
thought we
depends on who
separate.
you're talking to again.
Exactly.
No, we separate politics and religion.
They have not separated religion and state.
They say
State and
that
religion is just as combined as always been. That's why we have policies now.
But the Bible also
They
says,
just opened the liquor stores up on
but
Sunday
the Bible, but see,
in the
that's
last
the
5
problem.
years.
The Bible also says God thinks to God and man thinks to man. So it says that blatantly in there too. So that was wrong when they put the government with the Bible. The Bible says it. Literally.
Wow, it's nice to have these kind of conversations from time to time.
well, yeah.
And this is not a political view or any view of POC Pride. We're at
POC Pride is a nonpartisan organization.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sister Love, did you have any questions or any statements on this one for us? Any advice for us young people?
Yes.
As young people. So if we don't get right, do we feel that we should be going to heaven, or we just there's a fictitious place also?
Ooh, good question.
Okay, because I've heard a lot of stories that a lot of the youth are getting away from religion, so a lot of people are not believing in this heaven and hell. I don't know. It makes good
But
movies.
it's not that the youth is getting away from religion. Their parents are teaching them religion. You feel what I'm saying?
What does religion do?
They don't have
Which
the
is thought. What do
grandmother-
you do with thoughts and prayers? What I mean,
They
can I
don't-
take my thoughts and prayers to the grocery store?
Nope.
They
No,
don't have the same
no.
views.
Oh,
They don't
okay.
have.
Go ahead, Bobby. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
Y'all was
Go
gonna
ahead.
get me.
They don't have the grandmas and grandpas that we had that actually sat down and told us about religion. You feel what I'm saying? These days, our generation that we sitting here talking with now ain't teaching these kids about God until they get older or get sick. You feel me? They go out there and holler, praise God. Then.
Is
But
that what they
not
doing?
No.
They too busy twerking.
Well, yeah, some people
Oh,
are twerking
bless
for
your
Jesus.
heart.
Some people are twerking for Jesus these days. So
What were you gonna say, Simon?
There is this YouTube series that I have Chris watch, and it's called Growing Little Ones for Jesus. I don't necessarily teach them about religion, but some of the characteristics that I think, treat others how you want to be treated.
morals, yeah.
Basic morals, as you said. Is that religion? Is morals religion?
I don't know, but like
Yeah,
come through that, and so that's his only exposure. We don't go to church, but I do want them to know about how we treat people and how to be, I think, a decent human being.
Do unto others as you do unto yourself.
Yeah.
The golden rule.
those are great attributes.
Right. And you know what? And to be honest with you, every religion basically says those same things, just in a different way and taught by a different person.
Not
You
in white
know what I'm saying?
religion.
And there's really no way to say, okay, well, my religion is the right one, so everyone else who doesn't believe in it is going to hell. That's crazy.
Is that a man's concept or is that the divine concept?
White religion don't believe in do unto others as you done to yourself.
Who doesn't believe that?
White people.
Oh.
They do it. They do it in talk, but not in practice.
I mean, the Methodist people aren't bad. The Lutherans, there's some evangelical folks who,
crazy
Christians, but they're the way they act is not very Christian.
Very
they don't like black people.
Right. Right. I wouldn't say all the white ones.
Never group all because it's not all of them. Just like all
you can't say you people.
You can't never say all.
It's not you people, right?
Of them, so that's a whole damn lot. So that's more than half. I got a side eye. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what? I looked at this thing the other day on the internet, and Muhammad Ali made this reference about snakes coming into the room. He said, if it's 100 snakes in the room, am I going to let one in? I don't care, if they're all snakes.
Why am I going to let them in?
At least one. You say you got to let at least one in?
He was saying he's going to close the door. He was making a reference to back then about how he closed the door to white people. He says, you see all these white people coming in and tell you this and the other. I'm supposed to let one in?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, all y'all doing
the same
thing.
You got to trust at least one person.
Huh?
You got to at least trust one of them.
But he said, all of y'all, from my point of view, at that time, are snakes.
Well, and they kind of were. Everyone from the sports commentators to the promoters.
If they were snakes in his time, so these are his children that they talk. These are their children that you're talking about.
Absolutely. So yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know what you're trying to go with that, Bobby. I'm just saying Muhammad Ali made a reference.
Yeah, I'm just saying
he was saying that if you see 1,000 snakes coming your way, and you're gonna shut the door, but are you gonna let one or two in? Or are you gonna shut the door on all of them?
Every one of them. Why would you even debate that?
Well, because some of us think that, oh, this snake may be different. This snake may not bite me. I'm going to be nice to it. I'm going to show him my
Well,
fangs.
it could be a nice snake because garter snakes don't bite.
But are you going to stick around and actually see if the difference between, you going to ask him like, hey, you
Well, I'm not
gonna
gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask him to show me his fang size.
Right,
I probably am not gonna do that. But,
squirt me with your venom? You know what I mean? That's probably
Right.
yeah, squirt me with it. But
Well, I'm just saying, do you let
the
one of the
main
snakes?
reason why
I beg your pardon?
you know the main reason why white women want black men?
Is this opinion?
This is the
There's got
research.
to be an
This
opinion.
is the research that I have seen on social media.
Oh, and that's social media again.
that's about as good as Wikipedia. That's like,
I asked the
But no,
question
they-
first.
They
Is
was
this Urban Dictionary?
Hold on, but that was
No,
like
it's social media.
It's like regular people like me and you actually going up to people asking simple questions.
So that's truth.
So they asked them, would you go with a black man or white man? And 80% of those folks, white women said they would go with a black man. And they asked them why. They said for their melanin, because they want their gene, they want their lineage to continue to go on. See, white folks' melanin, they die because they don't have any melanin like we do. We get this naturally. You feel what I'm saying? They don't. This protects us from the sun. That's why a lot of them go die from skin cancer and different things like that because they don't have the melanin. You feel me? So I was like, oh, really? I didn't know that though.
And this is another social
It's
media
just one
thing.
research. I don't know if it's true or false, but
yeah,
it do make sense. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
But you said you researched it, so you should have the research
It
behind
was
it.
social media researcher for me. He didn't get it from there.
Oh,
Look, I
social
did-
media only researched it for you.
I did melanin, to check and see what it was about and different things like
What
that.
was what
And
you
if you
checked the
had-
melanin?
And if you have lack of it, what will happen? You can research that. That's common sense.
But can't you buy melon in a jar now?
Say that again.
Can't you buy melon in a jar now?
I didn't think so. Huh? You thinking
And
of
you buy
melatonin?
melanin in a jar.
You're
Let me
thinking of
Google
melatonin.
No, you can't buy watermelon in a jar.
Melanin in a jar.
You said chicken.
No, they don't sell watermelon in a jar.
No, but then it's
Yeah, they got buffalo chicken wing potato chips. Why can't they get melon in a jar?
No, they don't have melanin.
Yeah, there ain't no melanin in the jar. They can't extract that. Because you know what? If there is a procedure to extract it, don't you think? Well, no, actually, Michael Jackson did. Ooh, hold on. Well, I don't know if you can synthesize it into like a pill form or something. I doubt it because I'm sure that by now they would have found a way to do that so that they could have melanin without fucking with black people. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, somebody tell y'all's uncle to step his butt up out of the White House and go away. We'll catch him next year. Tell your uncle to go on home before the security get here, because they need to come right now.
That's your type.
I'm sorry I needed to interject that, but somebody tell your uncle to go home because security is on its way.
That's my brother.
He messing people up. I can't get the vaccine. Oh, that's another thing. We didn't discuss the vaccine.
What about
because
this?
now that they got a vaccine coming out and they're gonna give frontline workers the vaccine by the end of January, the front workers should have already had the vaccine.
Well, that's if that bitch
Would
gets
that be safe enough to take it in May and April?
I said that's if he gets up out of that White House.
He's going. That's not the question. Security is right around the corner waiting on his ass. January 21st.
Let me say this. These companies ain't looking for. These companies ain't working with Trump. They out here looking for the money that they can get. So that's the reason why they out here pushing this shit and doing what they do. And a lot of folks in there, they moving quickly. They got to realize it's 2020 and not 1920 or 19. A lot of people saying that they've been producing this vaccine so fast. But the last vaccine was produced years ago?
Right. They got so many more capabilities now to do. I mean, we're not. I get it. We are not living in 1959 anymore. They can do a lot with that, and the way that they did the vaccine is kind of cool. You can actually pull up the gene. I mean, there is a way to sequence genes for everything. They haven't been
Right.
doing this for the last 20 years and not know what they're doing by now. I think the vaccine will be pretty good, and I don't think it'll create a third leg on the second wave. Because I'll take it on the second wave. Let that first wave go through.
I second that motion, bro.
Right. I let that first wave go through. I don't need a third leg.
But
a
you still
second
gotta do
toenail.
3 shots.
Say what?
No,
You gotta
it's
do 3
two.
shots. It's a
Two.
3
It's
shot.
only two, my love. It's only two.
2 shots.
If you start with one vaccination, you gotta take the other 2. It was
It's
one that,
only one vaccine. It's 2 shots with one vaccine.
that's one of them. One of them got 3 shots.
None of them have 3
Yeah,
shots.
They
None
only
of them have 3.
Good.
The first one you take the first day. You wait 21 days. That is Pfizer. The second one is Moderna. You take the first shot with this, and you wait 28 days with that one. That's the difference. Oh, other than the cold weather storage.
What?
Right.
Yeah. What do you mean, what, dear?
What cold
They
weather
made
storage
that
at a time? What cold
With
weather
the Pfizer vaccine, you have to store it at 80 below zero. They had to create the freezer systems to keep it that cold because a lot of people don't have electricity. The Moderna vaccine can be stored at regular refrigerated, so you can do it on a regular.
No, it
That's
needs 20 below too.
Say what?
It needs 20 below, something like that. It needs freezer too.
Not the Moderna. The Moderna you can use the regular refrigerator.
Okay.
Only the Pfizer one has to be kept at the 80 below.
Somebody needs to do some research.
That's what
Yeah.
I do. That's all I do is sit up and do.
Okay.
That's why I can speak on it. That's what I do is sit up and research that.
So taking this virus, will it cure you or just like mask it?
It'll do the same thing that the flu shot do.
Ain't the vaccine supposed
No,
to-
actually, what they're saying about these vaccines is that it will do the same thing that it did with the mumps and the polio and the measles, where it will eradicate the vaccine because it's got 90. Both of them have 90+ efficacy rate, which means it's effective. So it's supposed to eradicate the virus after so long.
Hold up, it eradicates it and prevents you from catching it again? Is that
Yes, that's what these vaccines are supposed to do.
Is it free?
No,
Yes.
it's not because you're going to have to take it every.
Everybody has said it was free.
So how much is
it's-
it costing us to produce this stuff, and who's paying for
The
it?
government is taking care of that like they always could. This is a pandemic, so
Yeah,
everybody will be able to go to
yeah,
CVS or
it's-
Walgreens and get it.
We pay so much taxes, you know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why you're get it. The taxes that we put out as hard people to do, that Trump is trying to sit on and run away, you know what I mean? That's the reason why we're able to get it for free. That's the reason
If
why
you
they're able
say
to
so.
pay us.
Mm.
So we just get the vaccination free. I can't get a checkup.
You should be able to. Obamacare didn't get taken away. They didn't get rid of it. You still got Obamacare.
They're trying to.
Call your
Yeah,
president.
they
Biden.
got shut down. Remember that the Supreme Court shut them down. It ain't going nowhere just because of that mandate. And Biden is gonna keep it and expand upon it.
Yeah, but the Supreme Court is mostly conservative, so they
Yeah, it was the conservative court that said, let it stay.
Did
It
they?
was just them. They just did it 2 weeks ago. Was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago? They just got that done. But they said they are not taking that away. That is too important. We'll get rid of that mandate portion. But no, they're keeping the Obamacare. It's not going nowhere in Trump's administration.
It might turn to Biden care, huh?
Yes, that's what he's working on. No
So are we
bull.
gonna
That is
have-
what he's working on.
Are we gonna have a war before Donald Trump by drawing out troops in other countries right now?
I wouldn't be surprised if he
By
tried.
other countries. Why are we doomsday, Dennis?
No,
Why are we
because
still
because
talking
if
about
he,
Trump? I'm so tired of Trump.
because hold
So
on, hold on.
tired of him.
Because
Yeah.
if he wants to start a war, then that's going to keep him in office. We already was talking about how this motherfucker don't want to go. Hell no, we won't go type shit. So I
Well,
would.
he's trying to he's trying to pull all the troops out from Afghanistan right now, and Congress said H to the hell no. That's what's going on right now. I just got through listening to it.
He
Oh.
don't have as much authority as he thinks he does. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? There's a lot
Y'all
of other
forgot to
people
tell
that-
him that over the other 3 years. Y'all can't wait until he's going out the door to tell him that. Y'all should have started that 3 years ago.
But you know what
He
gets
didn't get
on
the
my nerves?
memo.
Going to the store looking for stuff for I can use for myself, like for a man. I don't feel like we walking around here smelling like a cookie, or
Smelling like a what?
or you know, I like my skin. Don't you like to take care of your skin, to exfoliate, to
Oh, we jumped again. Okay, we did a quantum leap.
moisturize?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
'cause I'm so tired of
Okay.
Aren't you so tired of going to the store and everything up it smells so feminine, or it smells like a cookie? You
Like
walking
the
around smelling like a chocolate chip cookie.
Can I ask a question?
Or like chocolate.
No. How long can you go without bathing?
Well,
Hey, y'all didn't
Why-
even answer my question. You just jumped from my question to your own question.
We
No, 'cause
playing
that's-
quantum leap.
No. I think we do need some masculine smelling cologne. I mean, like body bath, scented stuff like that will work for men. Because, some men come here, or people in general come, and their balls don't be too fresh. So I'm trying to figure out what would,
okay, so one, you start with manscaping or trimming that shit. This ain't the 70s no more. Crabs has been eradicated because people manscape, okay?
Ain't
So
nobody
first-
got an extra pair of scissors to be trying. I barely got a shower to wash my butt. I ain't got no scissors to be doing all of that. I can only get into the shelter once a week to wash these butts.
Motherfuckers are so insecure, they don't like looking at their balls for that long. That's why they don't do that shit. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
he just got out of prison or just got out of jail. He was in there for 30 days.
Okay.
He couldn't get behind them and wash them that good. So
Mhm.
they were tart. So I'm just saying, like,
That onion.
Ugh.
it was more like a.
What? More like a
So where can you go get some manly stuff like for that to suggest you need to do this without suggesting you to do this?
Oh, you
The
mean
dollar store do sell regular soap.
I don't know. No. I don't want that potpourri smelling
Bath
stuff.
and Body
like-
Works has a men's
That's
line.
for women.
No, Bath and Body Works has a men's line.
Men don't shop in Bath and Body
Yes,
Works.
they
But
do.
they have a men's
Everybody
line.
works. They do
Yes,
have a man's line.
And
But
men
you
do-
also can get this. You understand? They can go get this. BLG. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
What you trying to
organic.
say, Bobby? You trying to slide something in on us?
100% organic, body butter, body scrub.
Can I ask a question
you know,
about?
and it can be, say it again.
Can are those the kind of things you can put in your bathtub and they explode?
No, those are bath bombs.
What is a
No,
bath
man
bomb?
get- How do men get those?
You said make some bath bombs, Bobby.
What is a bath bomb?
It's a little ball that basically when it dissolves,
What is it? What's it called?
huh?
Yeah, it dissolves.
That sounds so girly.
No.
That shit gets you moist.
That shit is the bomb.
That keeps the man body moist.
Oh, why
Oh, it
not?
keeps you moist. Mine does too.
What did you say, son?
Mine does too. It's 100% organic. See, a lot of them bath bombs are not organic.
Can you eat it?
Yes, you literally can eat it from right out the jar.
Because there's sugar.
cocoa butter, almond butter, jojoba oil, all this is all natural. You can use it. I have this for, you can use it for your body.
I love that
You can use
word.
it for your hair. You can use it for your beard. You can use it for all that. It has,
Is it gonna take the air? Is it gonna take the crust off my feet, my ankles, my
Yeah.
heels?
Bio will take
I
the
do
crust
have
off
a
your.
sugar scrub.
Is it gonna soften them up a little?
You need a
Yes,
pumice.
it not only soften it up, it also breathes it. You see my hand right now? I can use a little bit of this body butter. You know what I'm saying? And it will automatically moisturize it. and it's so. It looks.
Well, I
it's
just
good.
don't want to have the scaly feet. I don't want the scaly feet with all
You
the
see the
cracks
difference?
in the heel.
Well, you need to start use
See the
Bobby's
difference?
body butter, use
This
Bobby's
is how
body butter,
your
and put the
feet look
sock on.
now. But if you look down,
No, my feet
yeah,
are a little
put your
worse
feet-
than that.
No, because
Okay.
I also have a foot scrub. It's made from sea salt, 100% sea salt, and also with shea butter, almond butter, and coconut oil, and it softens your feet and also moisturizes at the same time.
You
Will
think
it
that?
take off? Will it take off the flakes?
You just hear what I just said. It was
Ah!
it was soften your feet and moisturize it at the same time.
Okay. I'm just asking questions for a friend.
Oh, yeah,
Are these
you're
old folks remedies?
Say it again.
Are these old people
So
remedies?
these are actually coming from your roots because everything I'm using is 100%, and also cocoa is the cocoa butter and 100% organic press. Also, the shea butter is 100% organic. You know, so those are basically.
Dennis, what do you consider an old people's remedy?
Damn, you
I
rude. What
think of,
minute? Gee.
because I mean they do castor oil, they do Scotch
Castor oil is a
emulsion,
root.
they do Father John, all those old school they say if you take this stuff or took this stuff, you live longer.
Oh. Well,
So you don't take a 6 minute castor oil
they all
every day,
dead, ain't they? Huh?
Kevin?
There you go with
I'm
that.
just saying. How did that work for
In
you?
our culture, though, too. A few years ago, I was in Oakland and I was at the Asian restaurant, and they had me drink this shot of
Wheatgrass?
something. It was something in this canister, and it I saw fish heads and seahorses and all kind
Yeah.
of something in this canister with whatever this liquor was.
Oh.
They had me take this shot. I didn't get sick for a whole year. And apparently it's some ancient Chinese recipe like the grandmothers be making to keep people from getting sick. So
you said it had seahorses and fucking fish heads and shit?
It did.
We would never know. Remember?
Did it taste nasty?
No, it was like alcohol. So I felt like because it was
okay.
It killed whatever.
Killed whatever. Yeah.
And so but I didn't get sick that whole year at all.
You don't remember what it was called?
That kind of stuff won't that ruin the pharmacy company if we started doing remedies like that come from
Of
the
course
earth?
it would. That's why they push
That's
on.
why we should. They don't tell us there's a lot of natural stuff out here,
right,
for each part of our body.
Right.
But what was that stuff my grandmother gave me to sweat when I was little? It was alcohol. And she put some
Big
lemon in
vapor
it.
rub.
No, it was not. She put it on the
It was
stove with
Bacardi
some
White.
lemon. It was old granddaddy or something like that.
That was liquor.
That was whiskey. That's whiskey. Oh, granddaddy is whiskey.
She was heated. No, it's not because she's heated on the stove with some lemon and some
Right,
other stuff
whiskey.
until you go in there and sweat the thing out you.
Yeah, that's whiskey.
That wasn't whiskey. That was a medicine.
But you know, a lot of our problems is that it's mucus. You know what I'm saying? Our problem is mucus. And a lot of the foods that we eat, it produce mucus. If we drop eating a lot of the foods that we eat, we won't get sick.
Yep.
That's why you rarely hear a lot of people that's vegetarians and different things have a certain issue because they're not drinking milk. What animal after they grown drink milk? We drinking something from a cow that produces.
It's cowpea.
What?
It's cowpea. That's what milk is. That's what milk is, cowpea.
We still drink it.
How
we
what?
Still drink it.
It's sterilized.
After they put it in a machine.
It's chemicals.
Y'all
It's
eat
still
the meat, but you can't
cowpea.
drink. You can eat the meat, but you can't drink the milk.
Still cowpea, and I can't cook the milk like, oh yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that we eating and also eat. Well, a lot of stuff we put in our bodies we don't need to be doing because mucus is what's killing us. It's not a disease. It's mucus.
So do you remember grandma making tacos?
Nope.
No.
What about your grandmama making tacos?
She take that big old piece of meat, boil it all day long, break it down, and make
To make
tacos.
By boiling the meat?
That nigga thinking of gyros.
No.
That's funny.
She had to boil the meat
must
to
use
make
pork.
tacos.
She
You
must
use
use
pork.
pork.
Yeah, the big
She use
chunk of
pork.
meat, and you pull it apart and put some seasoning and stuff. And
Yeah, and you know, a lot of tacos are in Filipino dishes and stuff, and Mexican dishes.
Yeah.
Pork is like steak to us,
That they got to boil the meat.
but pork is like steak, and they meat be so fucking tender and
Oh.
good. Girl,
Yes, they need to be tender.
boo.
no pun
Yes, that
intended.
Mexican meat.
Gore, that stuff be on point. But yeah, pork is like steak to them too. Like how steak we cherish steak, they cherish pork. These shit come from
Y'all
us.
cherish steak. Meat eaters cherish steak.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying we put steak in front of pork. Pork is cheap in the United States, where beef is not. But you probably go over in Mexico, pork is high as a motherfucker, and beef is cheap.
I guess. I prefer the fish. Let's keep the fish out.
We can do fish tacos, can't you?
Yes.
Fish tacos.
Yes, you can have fish tacos.
I don't know how to do that. I've never done that before.
With some salmon.
I would use salmon to do my fish tacos.
That sounds good.
It's a thicker meat. It's not as
It's more flakier.
it's not as flaky as catfish would say.
I would love to go do that. I got a whole salmon in the freezer.
And I want to apologize because my good sister Miss Sina had a segment that we kind of bypassed. It. I do apologize.
What was it?
Okay, never mind. I was getting the word.
Oh no, I had no segment. We was trying to figure out what we was gonna talk about. I did drop some things in
I thought we were supposed to have a guest.
Hi, how you doing?
I can't put
Pose again. No, it was just today. Anybody got any announcements? This is first call for last alcohol.
Well, BLG has a new product out. Is your body butter, body scrub, rose oil, rose water by BLG. You can check that out on Facebook under Bobby Leroy Graham, page coming up soon, and website. And it's all 100% organic. Now you can add smells to it. If for manly smells, just let me know. Then it won't be 100% organic then because you're adding on to it.
But if you use essential oils, though,
I use essential oils, and I also can use other colognes that you may want. You know, but also don't forget about that old Country Boy Mobile Market. It's coming to your neighborhood soon. That old Country Boy Mobile Market. It will be selling produce, fresh fruits and vegetables, right to your neighborhood. That's that old Country Boy Mobile Market.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else got any announcements they want the community to know about?
What's the announcement the community need to know about?
Oh, there's a community meeting called Community and Conversations that'll be held on the 24th. It's led by one of our associates, Lucis Dysert. And if you'd like more information on that meeting, it's coming up on the 24th at 5 p.m. Send us an email over at mnplcpride@mnplcpride.org, and I can make sure you get that information on that community meeting.
I do have an announcement.
Thank you. Come on, Mama.
They giving away turkeys. New Breed Biker Club is giving away turkeys, which is Saturday, and it is across from the Capri Theater. And I think it's from 10 to 2 or 12 to 2, something like that. Not sure, but the time, I know. Also, the same day, they are giving away turkeys at Phyllis Wheelie, which is down the street. That's from 10 to 2, right? And I think that I'm waiting on Shiloh Temple thing because they said they're giving turkeys, but they're also giving away their food shelf that day too. So I'll let y'all know. But I do know Saturday, every Saturday, everybody giving away turkeys. You don't got to get out your car. You got to do is pull up. One place you have to register, and that's Phyllis Wheelie. But all you got to do is pull up. They're going to throw it in your car. Keep it moving.
All right. Get you a turkey this Saturday. You said Saturday?
I'm going to all places.
All right, and it's on
And then,
Saturday.
and then I'm gonna hand the turkeys out to families that need it.
Text
That's
me,
what's up.
text me the information.
Any of y'all
Definitely.
frying a turkey this year?
We're trying to find a place to go have turkey. Are you cooking this year?
No.
You said you got
Okay.
brine my turkey?
Yeah, I'm saying, is anybody frying their turkey? Yeah.
Oh, I fry my turkey every year.
Okay,
Me
well, I would
too.
love to come and have some.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a
No.
wing. I'm trying to get a drumstick if I could.
I just want
Who
the,
got a turkey fryer?
I need the white meat.
I don't fry mine in oil. I fry mine in I have an infrared fryer, turkey fryer.
What?
That one,
But you don't put oil in the fryer?
I didn't like that one.
You didn't like
What's
it?
it called?
I like the other one with the oil. Like I
Yeah.
had the infrared one, and it took longer to me to
They
make.
do take a little bit longer, but I love it's not oily. You know what I'm saying? And then there's
Peanut
always
oil.
glue to it because a lot of people
Yeah.
fry and it don't be on the skin. I like a crunchy skin, but I also like the breast meat, and they gotta be juicy.
Yes, it gotta be
And
juicy.
people just don't realize how much butter comes to play on the turkey. Butter is
So
a
you
super
pretty much
weapon.
using a whole
But
crock pot of butter.
I just told y'all $1 million secret from all chefs.
All under the
100%
skin.
butter
Under
is
the skin.
up under the skin is the 100% secret to making your turkey. That's why y'all go in there and buy this shit that was already in the thing. It's all butter.
Right.
Seasoning. So just take your own seasoning that you got in your cabinet and add it to your butter, stir it up, put your gloves on, lift that skin up, and put that shit up in there.
Go massage it.
Massage it. I'm gonna
Give it the deep tissue massage.
But get it up in there.
Bacon. I put bacon under there too.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds
Bacon.
good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Bacon.
He said, why? Because bacon go good with everything.
Everything
It's
in the
fat.
world.
The grease helps
But it also keeps
moisturize the meat.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
keeps
it's
the
going
meat
all in it.
moist.
Yeah.
It what?
And
It does
poho.
What?
meat moist. Moist. It helps the meat stay moist throughout the
The
cooking.
fat from the bacon.
So it don't dry.
From the bacon.
And the flavoring. Yep. And
Yeah.
also helps with the seasoning.
Y'all hear that? Y'all
Yes.
getting some free advice
I
today.
said,
Smoky goodness.
because I cooked, but okay.
Now, how you do? You got a recipe you want to throw out there, Sister Love?
Well, actually, I inject my turkey with the butter stuff, seasoned butter. I inject it, and then I
Right.
put it in a bag. I get these bags from Target, and I put it in a bag and I seal it. And I set it to sit overnight, and then I use peanut oil. And when I go
Yeah.
to get it, and then when I get done, the turkey be sitting like this.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. You be crispy too, little crispy on.
Hell yeah. Then
But
when it
people don't realize-
then when it drains out and all that, you know what I do? I have another bag. I put it back in that bag, seal the bag up. When you get ready to cut it,
It's still juicy.
And then people don't know if you want that crispy skin or any
Yeah.
of your crispy skin, you gotta let the skin dry. You gotta dry that motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Sit it in the refrigerator with nothing on it and let that skin dry up. That's with any meat. You want a good sear in your steak. You want your season to hook onto your chicken. Get that skin dry. You on point. You on point. That's why I'm 428 pounds and I need to be quick. You
Well,
understand
you need
what
to
I'm saying?
understand that.
You don't know the real.
But I'm
Real
6'6", 6'7", so you really can't tell. But I need to lose it. But yeah,
I plan on doing Cornish hens though Thanksgiving.
I'm doing that for
Did you hear?
Christmas.
Cornish hens are real good.
I'm
They so
grilling some
small.
barbecue ribs and brisket and all that on Christmas.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing Cornish hens on Christmas.
I'm doing the thing.
Oh, I'm doing
We
crab cakes
smoking-
on Christmas.
We smoke our own.
I'm doing
turkey.
eating on both holidays.
We smoke our own turkey wings and turkey. So, you know, I may be selling that soon. Smoked turkey legs and turkey.
Yo, Jesus. Yes.
How about what?
Love turkey dinner.
Fresh turkey legs and turkey wings. You know.
Well, we'd like to thank everybody Go ahead, Ray.
Definitely, we want to thank everybody. Go on, Kevin. Keep going.
We want to thank everybody for tuning into this edition of the BIPOC Happy Hour. Turn down or turn up, however you want to look at it. Make sure that you visit us. Text our text to give number, which is
243-725.
And give us some of your money, because guess what? We're going to give y'all all of this love and all this knowledge every week, 3 times a week. So,
One more
thank
thing.
you.
I don't see nobody posting give to the max. I don't see that. I posted it. I need to see it every day, all day.
Is that this Thursday?
I'll put it in
Is that
there
this Thursday or
again.
what?
Yeah, but you could have been given all the way up until, but I'll put it on Facebook again.